What is going on, Pokemon fans? Welcome back to JD's Universe. We are doing a prediction video today for Crobat, the bat Pokemon. Now, we are playing through Generation 2, so Crobat kind of like is just plopped right in the middle of two Pokemon, but it is an evolution of another Pokemon, so we will start out with that evolution. So we will be starting out with Zubat. This is a Zubat, Golbat, Crobat prediction video, technically. So, Zubat stats are garbage, but we'll go over them nonetheless. 40 HP, 45 attack, 35 defense, special attack is 30, special defense is 40, and speed is 55. So not the greatest stats in the world, but at level 22, we do get a nice boost in stats when we evolve into Golbat. Golbat, 75 HP, 80 attack, 70 defense, 65 special attack, 75 special defense, and 90 speed. So this is a poison flying type. All three of them are poison flying type, and when our friendship gets very nice, like a very high level, we will evolve into Crobat, giving us a boost in a couple of our stats: 85 HP, 90 attack, 80 defense, 70 special attack, 80 special defense, and 130 speed. So if you've watched any of my playthroughs, these are actually very good stats compared to a bunch of other Pokemon I've played through as. However, I'm pretty sure this is going to be what's going to derail this Pokemon and make this a very tough playthrough, is its level up and TM moveset. So let's go and dive into that. We start off with Zubat, and Zubat is not bug type. He is a flying poison type, just like Crobat, just like Golbat. So we start off with Leech Life, which is a 20 base power bug move. 100% accurate, 15 power points. So we'll deplete our power points on that very easily. We don't have a lot of HP for struggle strats, so we're going to have to heal a lot, so that's going to take time. Supersonic is not reliable, but it can confuse the opposition. 20 power points on that, 55% accurate. It's very horrible. Bite will be a good move to have early, but we're not dark type, so it doesn't give us any boost. But 60 base power, 100% accurate, 25 power points. It can make the opposition flinch, and it's very useful against our rivals. Well, our rival and Morty is ghost type. At level 19 we get Confuse Ray. Confuse Ray will confuse the opposition 100% of the time. Much more useful, but I don't like relying on confusion strategies. But much more useful than Supersonic. At level 27 we get Wing Attack. Wing Attack is probably our most potent move for a long time. 60 base power, 100% accurate. With Stab it's a 90 base power move and a lot of power points. So it'll become our bread and butter for a long time. At level 36 we'll get Mean Look, which I'm not going to use. I think it just makes so the opposition can't switch out. And at level 46 we get Haze. Haze is an ice move. I think it just removes all ailments on the battlefield. So as you look here, we do have some diversity. There's a bug, normal, dark, ghost, and flying move. But we don't have anything powerful. And as we look at our TM moveset, that trend continues. We get Curse. We're not going to use Curse. Toxic could probably be useful, but probably not going to use it either. Hidden Power, we have to pick one here. And I decided to go Hidden Power Ice. Hidden Power Ice will give us a 70 base power ice move, which will counter a decent amount of weaknesses we have. But it basically makes Claire and Lance pretty much obsolete. So it's 100% accurate, 15 power points, and we're going to boost that a little bit more with a held item and a gym. So Hidden Power Ice would be the go-through with this one. Sunny Day is useless because we don't have access to a fire move. Snore, not going to use. Hyper Beam might need to be used with this Pokemon. 150 base power move, 90% accurate. Very powerful, goes off physical stats. We need something powerful with this Pokemon if we're going to get through Red at the end. So this will probably be used. I'll probably have to figure out how to get it, and whatever case may be, I'm probably going to need this move because nothing else is that powerful. Okay, Giga Drain, 60 base power, 100% accurate. It's a decent move, but it's not very powerful. Everything's like 60 base power or less with this Pokemon, except for two moves, and they're not very good. Okay, even Hidden Power is 70 base power. So it's like 70 is like the cutoff. We have one move over 70. Okay, and that's Hyper Beam. Endure, Frustration, not going to use either one. However, I was wrong. I'm sorry. Return is 102. So when you get Max Friendship, Return ends up being a 102 base power, normal move. It can be boosted a little bit more with two other things. So it does get pretty powerful. But, again, not Stab. So Double Team, I'm not going to use Swagger, Sleep Talk. Swift is 60 base power, another 60 base power move. So at one point we'll have 60 base power Swift, 60 base power Bite, 60 base power Wing Attack. So a lot of 60 base power moves. And if Giga Drain we get later, so it's not very useful. As useful as Swift would be. Detect, Rest, Attract, and I'm not going to use Thief. We already got a dark move. We don't need another one that's less powerful than Bite. Steel Wing, possibly, but Steel Wing doesn't really come in handy against anything late. You get it so late in the game, it's not handy. And then Fly is a little bit more powerful than Wing Attack, but Fly is 2 turns, whereas Wing Attack's 1 turn. So I probably won't do that, and I can't remove Fly if I ever need to, whereas I can remove Wing Attack if I ever need to. So that is the overall moveset for this Pokemon. Nothing powerful. It's the same as Generation 2. There's nothing super great. Return and Hyper Beam are pretty good, but like I said, not Stab. There's nothing really Stab with this Pokemon. I don't think we get 1 Stab move, except for Wing Attack, I'm sorry, and Fly. But we get nothing Poison. It'd be great if this Pokemon could learn Sludge Bomb, but it doesn't. So I don't get how this Pokemon was made. Generation 1 is confusing because Generation 1 was made with the sole intention of just having the game to be played through, and a lot of the Pokemon weren't designed to be used early, whereas in Generation 2 they are, but they just really botched a lot of these moves. So this Pokemon should have got Sludge Bomb. I don't know why it doesn't get Sludge Bomb, but it does not get Sludge Bomb. So yeah, there's a lot of things with this Pokemon I have gripes with, but we're going to go back to the first slide, and I'm going to go ahead and give a prediction for what this Pokemon's going to do. So, this Pokemon, I think it's going to be the same issue I had in Generation 1. It doesn't have great stats, and its moves are bad. It actually doesn't have horrible stats once you evolve into Golbat, and then when you evolve into Crobat, it has great stats, but it's the lack of moves, lack of powerful, like, hard-hitting moves. And if we got to rely on Hyper Beam, as much as Hyper Beam is powerful, this is not Stab, and Hyper Beam sucks because you have to wait a whole turn to recharge. In Generation 2, you have to wait a whole turn. In Generation 1, you didn't have to. So in Generation 1, it was okay whenever you would use Hyper Beam and knock out a Pokemon because you can just use it again on the next one. You have to wait that turn, and you have to wait that turn. It gives you a turn of vulnerability to recharge. And so there are downsides to everything. Return is great, but Return only has its limits as well. So this Pokemon does not synergize well with its moves, and it also just doesn't have great moves at all. So I don't predict this will be a fast playthrough. I think if I started out as Crobat, it might be just because the stats are there. But the fact that they're evolved from Zubat to Golbat, Zubat is a nightmare to play through as. It really is. Because it does not have great stats, it does not have great moves, and there's nothing synergistic about the Pokemon. It really isn't. So I think this is going to be like a 2-hour, hopefully it's like a 2-hour and like 10-20 minute run. It'd probably be more than that, probably going to close to like 2.5 hours, just because I've seen some of the other playthroughs that I've done and just my experience so far. I'm getting there when it comes to Crystal. I'm getting there. I'm figuring it out, and I'm mapping it out pretty well, and I'm understanding it a lot better. But the problem I'm having with this is this Pokemon itself, doesn't matter how great I map it, just doesn't have great stats. And it doesn't have access to a lot of things it should have access to. So I think that's a huge hindrance. Sludge Bomb would be amazing with this Pokemon. It's a 90 base power move, 135 with Stab. It'd be amazing to have, but it doesn't have access to it. So we got to rely on the garbage moveset that it has, and in doing so, we're going to have to over level to get through some problems. And yeah, that's going to have to be it. So in a speed run, over leveling to get through problems is the best way to go, rather than just trying to fight the battle until you win. Now, you don't have a lot of choice when you get to the end of the game, but it is what it is. So yeah, that's my prediction. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. This is JD. This is JD's Nerdverse. This video will be posting on Friday, and there's some pretty cool things in the video that I am excited to show you. Some new things I've edited in. So let me know what you think. Have a good one, and I'll see you guys on Friday.